Welcome to Daytronics. This video will be setting up the 4000 instrument to communicate through the RS-232 to a computer or other RS-232 capable units. Um, what we have is the manual, the 4077 instruction manual. All the other manuals are set up the same way. If you look at section 1F, using the front panel setup buttons, we'll go there and we will go into setup and we will set up the baud rate, data bits, stop bits, and parity on the 4000 unit. This sets up your communication protocols to talk to a computer or whatever. We're going to use the computer and we're going to use Daytronic software package Utilipack 410 to establish communications between the 4000 and the PC. So with that being said, what you'll need is a communication cable. If you didn't order one from Daytronics, there is a section in the manual, section B here, appendix B, 4077, computer RS-232C connections. That's what I brought up here. You can read through this, but these are the wiring diagrams, 9-pin on the Daytronic 4077 to 25-pin. And at the very bottom here, figure 12 is a 9-pin to 9-pin, and that's 99% of the configurations used today. Um, it will not work with a standard null modem cable. You have to have it wired in this configuration. You can buy a cable from Daytronics. The part number is 52285.00. That's the cable part number if you want to purchase one. If not, you can make one, just 9-pin and 9-pin. Okay, so let's go to the unit. And set up for communications. So first thing we're going to do is go into setup here on the unit. Okay, first one parameter that we can change or look at is display. We're going to go down to step down using the step key. Step down to our protocols. So we go down through each one. Now there is what we call a node. Okay, this unit can be used in a 485 configuration, a multi-node drop. The node value has to be 0 for RS-232 communications to work. If it's not 0, when you're stepping through here, use your up and down arrow keys, okay, and change it to 0, okay, just like that. Right. Once you're done with that, hit your step key again. Then we come to our baud rate, okay. Using your up and down arrow keys, you can change the baud rate. You can go to 19.2, 153.6. You go down to 48, 24. So pick whatever baud rate you want. We'll set it up for 19.2. Once you've decided on that, on your baud rate, hit the step key to enter it. Step key acts as an enter. Data bits, you can either have 8 or 7. We're going to go with 8. Step, stop bits, okay? One or two. We're going to go with 1. Hit the step key. Parity, okay? 0 would be no parity. 1 would be odd parity. 2 would be even parity. We're going to set it up for no parity, okay? Hit the step key, all right? So we've gone through and set up our protocols, okay? 19.2 baud rate, 8 data bits, 1 stop bit, no parity. So now we got to get out of setup. Now we got to come over to our software. Okay, let me drop this out. We're going to run Utilipack 410. Double click. We have a 4000 instrument. Select 4000. Hit OK. And first thing that comes up is your serial communication setup. So the communication protocols on the 4000 have to match the protocols that you set up for your software for the PC. Either or, but they both have to match. You can change one or the other. So COM port, we have COM1 on the PC set up for RS-232. So we select COM port 1. I have 19 baud rate, so I select 19, 8 data bits, 1 stop bit, and no parity. Okay. Command terminators default to carriage return for both output terminator and command terminator. Sometimes they may be a little different if you come upon an existing setup with an existing software package. Uh, you may need to go into the software package and see how the output terminator and command terminator are set or being used. But this is default, and we just leave it default in the 4077. You have to get into it through the RS-232 to change it. Anyway, once everything is set, then you hit OK. That brings us to the Utilipack drop-down menus. I always do a serial port and I do test, and communications is established. So we are talking to the 4000 system. And I come over here and I usually do a data display, and let it sit there for a few minutes, verify that it's working. I have a calibrator hooked up to the 4077, and that's what I'm doing right now, is adjusting that up and down. We have communications through the system. If you're not using the Utilipack, you would use, if you're using HyperTerminal or any other emulator type of software, setup would be the same. You set your baud rate data bits on the 4000 instrument, bring up your configuration of your software package and configure it for communication protocols. That's all there is to it. I hope this video was helpful. Have any more questions, you can reach us at www.daytronic.com. Thank you very much.